What did they manage to find and pull from the ocean so far?
Betty, rescuers are trying to find and pull as many bodies as possible. Local media, they're saying that around 40 bodies have been recovered as dusk fell from the sea off the coast of Borneo. Indonesian officials say they have discovered objects that appear to be parts of the plane. Local media reports seeing an evacuation slide, a box, a life jacket, and other items. But so far, the black box has not been found. The crash site is in an area around Pangkalambun, about 1,000 kilometers southeast of Singapore and 10 kilometers from the plane's last known coordinates. Now, Flight 8501 was headed there from Indonesia with 162 people on board. Water around the crash site is shallow at 25 to 30 meters deep, and authorities are now working with divers to try to find the data recorders. But officials there say rough sea is hampering the recovery process. Betty.
And I know as you're talking, Sherry, the Indonesian President Joko Widodo, he is holding a press conference right now after this confirmation of bodies that have been pulled and debris that's been found in the ocean, as you just mentioned. So he is right now, as we speak, talking about this discovery, this grim discovery. And Sherry, I imagine that one of the main questions to him will be what caused this flight to go down. Do we have any more clues on that?
At this point, we don't have any new information as to the possible cause of the crash, Betty. So far, we only know that weather could have been a factor. The plane disappeared off radars after the pilot requested a higher altitude because of stormy clouds in the flight path. But this is pretty normal procedure. A former pilot for British Airways telling us that the weather itself should not have caused what apparently is a catastrophic accident. So finding the voice and data recorders will be key in discovering why the Airbus A320 went down. The boxes store, of course, cockpit communication, sounds from the front of the plane, as well as key data points that will help recreate the last moments of the flight. Betty.
Sherry, we're still looking at this live feed of Joko Widodo. I know he flew to Surabaya today. He's less than a year into his presidency. How much do we have any sense of how good of a job he's done in handling this so far?
Well, right now, they're trying to put everything in perspective to try to get all of the bodies that they have found out of the water first. Right now, Indonesia is leading the operations, and you mentioned that Joko Widodo, the president, is heading to Surabaya. Well, that's where they will get the bodies that they retrieve from the water in order to identify them. But they are getting a lot of help from other countries around, Malaysia, Australia, South Korea jumping in. They're contributing ships, planes. Authorities had widened their search area across the Java Sea as Chinese and also U.S. military ships headed to the region. And now officials there in Surabaya, hopefully they will give an update. That's what they're saying at this point, that they will give an update on the recovery process tomorrow morning.